1 John chapter 2 verse 18 through 20. Little children, it is the last time, and as you
Right, it is National Water Day. You better drink your water today, everybody.
That's right.
We have another guest, DyNaMiTe DaNieL. So, Daniel, what makes you DyNaMiTe?
Well, actually, the name came out from, it was first called DyNaMiTe at first.
Right.
And then I decided to put the DaNieL in there. It's a progressive rock Christian metal project, actually.
Wow, that's a mouthful.
Okay.
Yeah.
Progressive rock Christian
Metal. Yeah.
Now, what's the difference between, like, progressive Christian metal and progressive Christian rock metal? Is there a difference?
Not really. Well, I'll just say more so the progressive rock and metal is more so, I guess, the message you usually get from that is
Jesus.
Well, the progressive rock I would say the progressive rock and metal is more so like they give you an understanding of how they view the world. They see the world as being a dark and hopeless place, but more so the message that I try to give out people in my lyrics is that even though the world is a dark and hopeless place, we still have a hope in Christ.
Oh,
right.
Okay.
So you try to keep the positive flowing.
Exactly.
Oh.
And the name
I
DyNaMiTe
think Jesus
DaNieL.
would approve.
Wow, Gerard, you are the greatest.
This is smoked coke.
Smoked Coke. Do you want to try it?
I'll try it.
Wow. To the branded saloon and the smoker.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I
will definitely
Wow,
do that.
it's
Thank you.
smoky. You're welcome.
Basically, I came up with the name.
Oh my gosh. It really is smoking.
You got it, right?
I love it.
Bacon in
They
it.
got
It tastes the bacon.
There's no meat in that.
Thank you.
And it tastes even better with booze in it.
Wow, that is something special.
Oh my god.
And if it wasn't even National Water Day,
Only some
if there was no water, there would be no smoking Coke.
There's water.
There's water in here. Exactly.
Smoky water.
Wow, that's worth it. That is so yummy. I love smoking everything. Do you like smoked stuff?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like I like smoked steak. Smoked steak tastes awesome.
Because the branded, they have a smoker here and they'll smoke anything. I love it. So, Art, back to you. Were you always doing Christian music or were you doing other kinds of music?
Well, guess from my background, I was raised in a Christian home.
Where?
Actually, I was born in Brooklyn.
Okay.
And my father, he has a long history of working with a lot of street ministries and so forth.
Oh, okay.
My mom too, when she was alive. And so I have a big Christian background.
Okay.
So, but when I got into music, I actually started doing it around like high school. I was just playing around with little samples, recording on keyboard.
Right.
And then later on in college, that's where I met my good boy Carlos Bailey, Calls the Chords.
Nice.
Okay.
And we met right there on Queensboro Community College, and then we started our first band, and then later on he went on to do Transcend the Core, and then I went on to do DyNaMiTe DaNieL.
Okay.
Nice.
So your lyrics kind of like a social commentary, or do you actually maybe lift a few quotes from the Second Testament? Or?
Can you recite something for us? The cappella?
Sure. Well, you mean like scriptural?
No.
Well, I don't know. I'm just wondering where you're tapping your inspiration from.
Oh, okay. Well, basically, I would say, it is socially conscious. And then there are some lyrics that we have is like more so biblically based.
Oh,
Right.
wow.
Or-
So do you plagiarize from the Bible?
Yeah, so say like
I don't think there's any copyright on that anymore.
I guess like Shakespeare, you don't have to pay
The
royalties.
Greeks had the copyright.
Yeah,
And-
exactly. Or Satan. No, just kidding.
Well, no, the Greek translation, and then it went to finally English, but it started.
Wait, so you use biblical text in your songs?
Yeah, like
Part thy Red Sea or something? Like what do you say?
it's like say more so like say I have a song called like The Antichrist. And,
Okay,
the
yeah.
song is based
Is that the
on-
metal part? Is that the metal edge?
It's you could say it's a metal edge because it's focused on saying maybe I'll take something from Revelation and then I'll probably sing about it. So say
Can
like,
I hear something? Can you?
Sure.
Yeah, let's
sure.
hear
Like
it.
the chorus is nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. The Antichrist will soon take our lives. If we must die, then we'll be free. We'll live in heaven's harmony, and it forevermore shall be.
Wow! So, today happens to be the birthday of Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Jesus Christ Superstar.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And do you like Jesus Christ Superstar? What do you think of that?
Oh, I heard about it. I mean, I
You
guess.
never listened to it?
Well, coming from my background, they always just kind of say, steer away from that kind of stuff.
Oh,
Like,
why?
you gotta-
Why?
you
Is
gotta
that the
listen to it.
Antichrist? Would that be the Antichrist?
Some of them will say that, but.
Wow.
You gotta listen to it. Take the time out.
It's so good.
It's so incredible.
We watch that every Christmas in my
yeah.
house. That's what we put on. Jesus Christ. It's so brilliant. So I'm just curious to know, is that song about? It's almost like it's like the Antichrist is. Are you like afraid of the Antichrist? Like, do you believe that it exists and that it will destroy the world, or I'm confused.
Well, really, what it is say that particular song, say when you take it in the biblical standpoint, we see it as someone who is going to be coming in the form of Christ, but he's going to be more so of a deceiver.
So it's really not the Messiah; it's a fake one.
Right, exactly.
Have you watched that
Do you
show,
think
The
that-
Bible, on the History Channel?
Oh yes, I've been following it.
So what do you think about the guy, a preacher came out down south, and he said the actor, it's kind of funny that they picked an actor who looked just like Obama. Obama must be Satan.
No, I think it's really crazy, because I like Obama. I mean, well,
I do too.
Some of his policies may be a bit off, but
they say the guy's the devil.
I like this smoked coke. This is amazing.
They think every president's the devil, though. Remember, they thought George Bush was the devil.
Yeah,
He was.
yeah.
He was closer to the devil than.
I'd rather have the devil inside. Yeah, every single one of them. It's funny you brought up Obama, though, because, this morning I was walking my dog, and I saw Michelle Obama on the cover of, Vogue or something.
Right.
It's getting a little much for me, but I think she's great. And then I was thinking, wouldn't it be awesome for the 2016 to be Clinton, Obama, Hillary, and Michelle as the ticket? And then I'm thinking, Caroline, I thought of me and you. Michelle!
Do you want to be vice president?
I know. I was like, oh my
Room
God, I want to be
president.
my president.
You're hearing it now for the first time on the road.
Michelle Obama.
Room for president in 2016.
Yeah, me and you, baby. Oh my, wait a minute. What?
You got my
So what do you
vote,
think
Lou.
of that? What do you think of that for the Antichrist? We're not the Antichrist. I believe pretty much in everything. I just am always curious. So, with Christian metal, who are your role models as musicians? And it's a huge genre.
Right. Well, I actually have a mixture of both metal and Christian. When I first started doing music, it was more so just focused on socially conscious. I guess you could say after I rededicated my life to Christ, then I started to come out with more spiritual lyrics. So you could say some of my influences are guys like a Striper.
Okay.
Right.
They're famous for that.
Of course,
Yeah,
Striper.
yeah.
And then there's a lot of hardcore metal
Creed.
bands Creed is good. I like also As I Lay Dying. War of Ages is pretty awesome too. There's a lot of underground Christian metal bands, and more so I kind of really tuned in.
So do you go to church every Sunday?
Yeah, at least
Is
I
that
try.
part of it?
Well, yeah, it's pretty much as in terms of having to follow Christ.
So what do you think about the new Pope?
New Pope? Well, I guess you could say because I'm part of, I guess you could say the Protestant part of
Okay,
religion.
all
I
right.
don't really follow that.
Right.
But yeah, I've been listening in. I mean, it's interesting. I used to actually date a Catholic, so.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And your parents disapproved?
Well, I mean,
Maybe that's the skeleton in his closet.
Well, we gotta get to that. Gotta get to that.
Probably.
I even going since it's the St. Patty's Day.
Ooh.
Was it an Irish Catholic?
I think so.
Actually, it's so funny. Actually, that was the girl I used to date. She was an Irish Catholic.
There you go.
Then
Nailed
definitely
it.
have some
Nailed
ring
it.
kissing. Yes. Oh, he's going for the cookie. Yes. It is National Water Day, so we do have water for you to drink today, and we have the cookies because we're celebrating 2 years of doing ReW WhO at the Brandon Salon.
Oh, my friend just texted me a fun fact about Water Day.
Let's hear
What?
it.
That 800 million people in certain countries have very disdained or dirty water. So that's why they tell everybody to drink clean, fresh water today. Because there's lots of people that don't have clean water.
Right, so be thankful that
For clean
you can
water.
drink something relatively clean.
Yes.
Yeah.
Although we recommend the triple filter system that takes.
I recommend the smoked
That
Coke.
takes.
Screw the water. It's way better
It's like
than
water
that.
in it, but like a small
Yeah.
percentile of
Use
it.
a filter system to get the fluoride out of there, because that will kill you.
Well, you know, what isn't going to kill us? I mean, come on.
Smoke Coke.
We're all going down. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
sooner or later.
So live it up.
Nobody gets out alive.
There you go. That's what they say. Well, what do you think of that?
Who are
Do you
they?
believe that?
Yeah, definitely.
Let's make a song about it.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean,
Only Jesus got out alive. Only Jesus got out. The rest of you are doomed.
I don't know about that. He's not, I don't know actually. So we do have a little thing about a skeleton in the closet. Would you like to share a skeleton?
I think
in your
you
closet?
did.
You think that counts?
That counts.
Yeah. Was that?
Well, I guess what would you consider as being a skeleton? I guess I'm not too sure.
Mischievous or something.
Yeah, something mischievous.
Well, I guess. Well, it's kind of hard for me to share a lot of things like
Yes.
that. But,
Oh, nobody's gonna know.
I guess. Well,
Only on the internet.
Only he will know.
well, even though it may seem as if I am a Christian, I mean, I wasn't always.
That's
like,
what I was
right
thinking
to-
because you said
Christian,
when you gave your life to.
Yeah, I guess you
Free.
could say during my
We
high
want-
school years, I was pretty rebellious.
Yeah, we want the
Yeah.
prequel.
Yeah.
We want the prequel.
Made out with girls and stuff.
Oh, okay. I
After
don't
under the
know.
rug.
There you go.
Sure, you know.
Yeah.
I could have just seen that girl's parents. You say you're going with DyNaMiTe DaNieL. What kind of name is that?
I know what you mean. DyNaMiTe DaNieL is so funny. Well, the name Dynamite actually it has two definitions.
Okay.
There's exciting and new, and then there's also the dynamite stick, the stick that ignites. So I chose the name Dynamite because it means new and exciting, and Daniel means God is my judge. So altogether, because it's pertaining to music, it means a new and exciting sound that I bring to you in the name of God, who is my judge.
All right, okay. And he's the only one that has the right.
So has your life improved from making the transition?
Oh yeah, well definitely. I mean, it's the thing I have to just say about it is the Bible actually does speak a lot about making a joyful noise unto Him with cymbals and stringed instruments, organs. So actually, whenever we use music, we have to understand it's because He gave it to us. It's His gift to us.
Do you have a website, or you have the music up on a website?
Oh yeah, www.DyNaMiTeDaNieL.com, also on Facebook.com, MySpace, Reverb Nation, a few others.
So what do you think that like when they used to play the records backwards and they would say all those things, do you think that really was true?
It's funny though. I mean, I guess I never tested it myself, so
Yeah.
I can't prove that.
Because
I don't know.
but you've heard the stories, right?
Oh yeah, I've heard about it. They used to do a lot of that stuff in the 80s with Led Zeppelin.
And he tried to sue Ozzy. And
Yeah,
stuff.
Ozzy was
Can
always.
you imagine?
Ozzy always had his finger on
Yeah.
the wrong pulse, right?
I can just imagine all those musicians sitting around. I got a great idea. Let's kill off our fans.
Yeah.
I guess you can say that's another skeleton under my closet because I have an Ozzy record.
Woo!
What's
I love Ozzy.
Black Sabbath?
Ozzy, Metallica, Megadeth, Green Day, Offspring. I grew up with those bands.
Nice. So they inspired you.
Yeah, they were actually my first influences before I started to do more.
Okay.
And do you have any gigs coming up?
We're trying to do another gig probably in May. My bass player and my new drummer, we're trying to do another thing probably in April actually, and then we're gonna do another one in May.
All right.
So they couldn't make it today actually because they had to work.
That's okay. So stay tuned on your website. You'll list it, or people can check it out and find out where you're playing.
Exactly. And this is the new CD actually. This is for you.
Thank you.
Alright.
Give it to you.
And
This is the best of DyNaMiTe DaNieL. That's the best of all the project songs. So from songs like Judgment Day, Thrash and Burn, Lone Wanderer, all that good stuff. So I have a lot.
Judgment Day. So what do you think happens on Judgment Day?
The song actually pertains to Judgment Day, meaning judgment, like kind of what we're going through right now. I guess you could say with the economy and so forth, what we're having to deal with, and then the Judgment Day that is to come. But every fan has told me that's my best song so far.
It's a good name. I mean, everybody.
I know what's going to happen on Judgment Day.
What?
He's going to take all the bankers and drop them at the bottom of the Atlantic.
Wouldn't that be something?
They'll just disappear.
There's a lot of greedy
They'll be
folk
on the
nowadays.
nation.
Yeah, that's true.
You think it's different than it ever was?
Well, you know, it's kind of like what they say is like history repeats itself.
Yeah.
You know, so they kind of say like America's kind of like the new Rome in a sense. Because
Oh, and I heard Berlin is like the old New York, so I guess we all better just go travel.
Empire is empire. There's no way around it.
in a sense, yeah. I guess you could say like, well, this is not a physical empire; it's more as like a financial empire.
Oh, this is a physical empire. Too.
Oh, yeah.
We control everything everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Right here at the Branded Saloon, and it's all because of these. Yes, the green is in the house. So, any last shout outs?
Oh yes, let me give a shout out to all the musicians that helped me out throughout the course of 10 years. I want to give a shout out to my boy Carlos the Chords.
Yay, I love him.
Yeah.
The best.
Eric Valentine, thank you for playing drums. Jeffrey Andre, I want to thank you also. Anthony Revox Wright for playing bass for me. My brother from another mother, Cheng T. Wish you were here, man. God bless you. I want to also remember.
That's one of my favorite phrases. Brother from another mother.
Right.
I love that
Another mother.
phrase.
I think you're like my sister from another mister.
Oh, that's good.
My sister from another mister.
That one,
Right.
that
You
one.
heard it here
That's
first.
probably a little more popular than brother from another
Well,
mother.
They both work.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah.
Sister from another mister. That's my
Yeah,
Michelle
you're
Obama over there.
Right.
My VP in the house, exactly.
Anybody else is like Albert Smith, thank you so much for playing keyboard for me. And Chris Cartagena, thank you for playing drums. And there's a few others. And just all the bands that I've met. Aeon of Ether, of course.
Yay!
Room and Dead, Defilizer. You guys continue to do what you do, man. So
Nice.
take care, you guys.
Awesome.
Rock on.
DyNaMiTe DaNieL.
Yeah, DyNaMiTe DaNieL.
Daniel.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you so much.
Thank
All right.
you. We'll be back. We got more for
Really
you.
good. In Brooklyn.
Okay.
That Antichrist shall come. Even now are there many Antichrists, whereby we know that it is the last time. They went out from us, but they were not of us. For if they had been of us, there would no